Here we go, Stoney. We've got the Australian cricket team, Andrew McDonald's boys club. Um, Basically, is Australia's biggest problem right now the players, the selectors, or the coaching staff, mate?
I think it's all three, but there's an order of the all three, right? So number one, it comes down to back in the day, it used to be the selectors were the coaches, didn't it?
Yeah.
Or the coaches were selected. The captain was part of it all and everything else. But whoever's selecting these blokes, that's number one problem. I'm guessing the coaching staff does have a say in who's being selected, so they come hand in hand. And I can't really blame the players because if you're selected to play for your country, no matter how bad you're playing and how busted you are, you're going to play, aren't you? You're going to get the check. You're going to put on the green and gold and everything else. So you're going to play. So even though the players are most of them are playing rubbish, overrated, overhyped, I can't blame them for being selected. I can blame them on their performance, but it comes from the other guys, mate, who select them.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just read out the last team that represented Australia in the T20, which is Bangladesh, like a week and a half ago. So we had Mitch Marsh, Josh Inglis, Cooper Connolly, Matt Renshaw, Tim David, Nikhil Chowdhury, Joel Davies, Aaron Hardy, Nathan Ellis, Adam Zampa, and Spencer Johnson, right? So then on top of that, you have some players who are unavailable. You had obviously Pat Cummings, Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Stark, Travis Head. And most of those reasons are that I've got here is workload, injury management. It's funny how it's workload and injury management when a couple of them, or three of all of those four played in the IPL,
All
which is
played IPL,
not that
100%.
long ago.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you've got other players like Kawaja, who's retired from international cricket. Glenn Maxwell, who's retired from ODIs but still remains available for T20s at the age of 48 or however old he is.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mitchell Stark is also retired from T20s. So the next question is, has Australia become too reliant on past achievements and not ruthless enough in refreshing the squad or over refreshing the squad?
Yeah, well, I I think a bit of everything. I think definitely on past achievements. There's a lot of blokes being picked on reputation alone. And the sad thing about Australian cricket, I don't think we'll ever get the T20 stuff. Yeah, we've won a few of the shorter form tournaments. I think we're predominantly old school in the Test arena. We still pretty much dominate the Test arena. The one day cricket's just fallen by the wayside, but I don't think the Aussies have kept up with the trend in that T20 stuff. I still don't like the T20 stuff. It's just what they call it, Mickey Mouse cricket. I don't like it. I don't think the players get it. It's just a cash grab for all those guys, and that's all it is. And we're rewarding these young guys. We want these younger guys like Cooper Connolly and the Spencer bloke, the quick bowler, and all these other guys coming through. They're talented, right? But if you're going to blood them through the T20 system, what happens when they come into the longer form? They go out there and just become hacks. They can't perform at the longer form, can they? All our good spinners. As much as I don't rate Adam Zampa now, in Adam Zampa's prime, he would have been good bowling leg spin for Australia in Test cricket. But he never ever got to go because he's just pigeonholed as a T20 cricketer. And then when he goes back to Shield cricket, he's ordinary. He's just bowling T20 deliveries in 4-day cricket, which doesn't work. You got batters playing ramp shots and everything in T20 cricket. Yeah. Look what's happened to Constas. Now he comes in. He was a technically great player when he first came into international cricket. Done well in that first test against India. Then they go back and he goes back to park cricket and he goes back and he was playing shots that he never played before. And it just continues on. I was watching a few of his Shield games last year. Rubbish. He's just playing hack shots, walking across ramps, laps, reverse sweeps, you name it. Because he got away with it once, he wants to do it all the time. So
It's quite embarrassing when it comes to a player like him, as you said, um, very gifted, as in technically and talented wise. But yeah,
yep.
when he got exposed to some commercial cricket, yeah, just trying to keep up with the big boys, and yeah, it does, as you said, it doesn't work for everybody.
No,
And
and
like some of the players they've played here, like Nikhil Chowdhury, right? You know,
Yeah,
he plays T20 cricket. I think he might have played one or two games for Queensland in the limited overs, and he's probably played about 3 or 4 really good games in 4 seasons for the Hobart Hurricanes, and now he's playing international cricket, right?
exactly right.
And then you've got blokes like we've got a tour of Bangladesh which they've just finished, and then you've got blokes like Steve Smith and what's his Marcus what's his no Matt Short. They've gone to America to play in another Mickey Mouse tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
As you said, it's a cash grab,
To catch
and you understand it to a certain extent, but there's plenty of money to be made after international cricket. You look at
100%.
someone like Fast Duplessis, 41, still playing in America, getting cash. Like
Yeah. Well,
Steve Smith from whatever 37, potentially still got 4 years, maybe even more to earn some extra cash. But yeah, it makes a bit of a mockery of the national team.
well, it does. Look, Steve Smith, if they don't want to pick him because they reckon he's too old or anything for T20 cricket, he's still our best test bat. He's probably still our best 50 over bat. Him and Travis Head are probably the rivals in that stakes. But they continue. They pick Marnus Labuschagne in the 50 over stuff. If Steve Smith, isn't twice as good as Labuschagne is now, still, I don't know how Labuschagne has he got nude pictures of Andrew McDonald? I don't know. How does he keep getting picked?
Yeah,
I don't know. And they throw young guys away. They threw the what's his name, Matt Renshaw away years ago when he didn't deserve to be dropped initially. It wasn't as though he played bad. Then they drop him, then they bring him back, but only in the T20 form. Like, as a longer form batsman, Matt Renshaw is really good, I think. I think he deserves a chance in. He can open, he can bat middle order. He can pick up the pace, but he's had to totally change his game. He's now, you can watch him in the T20 games, he just comes out and slogs now. And that wasn't his style of cricket.
No, that's right. Okay, so another question for you, right? So if Australia had to drop one big name player tomorrow based purely on form, who would it be?
One. Oh, gee. From the T20 side, because I don't watch much of the T20 stuff. Labuschagne, was he in the last selection group in that last team?
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't?
No.
All right, let's have a think. Who keeps getting picked?
Well, here's the other issue too. Just before you answer that question, you got players like Mitch Marsh, Inglis, Connolly, Renshaw. They've all opened recently in T20. They're not openers, and they've all been chucked up the top at international level. They don't even open for their franchise teams.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's embarrassing.
Look, I think Inglis is only getting picked in that shorter form, isn't it, in the T20s because he's the keeper in it as well.
Yeah.
Carey's always going to keep in front of him at every other level. So why not just let Carey, if he wants to play the T20 stuff? Because you've seen him play shots in T20. Let him just go out and keep. Let Inglis open the baton or something. But if we have to drop a player, are we going to class Cooper Connolly seriously as one of our top flight players? Because he'd be the first bloke I'd drop.
Well, I wouldn't class him as a top line player, but
yeah, I know.
But when you get Stoney, when you get that many opportunities, you're bound to come pull off a score here or there.
Oh, exactly right. Look, I love. Oh no, there we go. I know who it'd be. He was. I don't know if he's picked in the Bangladesh one. Cam Green, get rid of him.
Yeah.
How many chances can a broken clock gets a time right twice a day, and that's like his batting career. No, he'd be the one I'd go. How many chances has that bloke had?
Yeah, too many. It's right because they're picking him on expectation, and they give him enough chances.
Yeah.
As I said, you get that many chances, you're bound to come off once or twice eventually. So
that's what I think they base it all on, isn't it? Cooper Connolly.
Yeah. He's saying he probably played 4 or 5 really good Big Bash games, and then on the result of Big Bash games, he got a test debut over in, was it Sri Lanka or something like that?
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
You can just get picked for anything. And they said, because he's an all-rounder. You've got poor old Matt Kuhneman, who was spinning. He got wickets in his test debut. I think he got the most wickets. He up-bowled Nathan Lyon and all these guys in his test debut. Then he gets dropped and doesn't get looked at for anything else.
Yeah, no.
And then they bring in Cooper Connolly. They said he's a better bat. Yeah, well, he failed the bat and he bowled about 4 overs, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what the selector's doing. So that's where it all starts, mate. It starts at state level as well, mate.
So
Happens.
if we look at Australia's batting lineup, it's been the weakest it has been in probably a decade.
Yeah.
Or do you think it's just criticism overblown?
Probably a lot of it's warranted.
Yeah.
Look, the pitches these days as well, aren't they? They're, it depends. You go to England and everything's set up with the Duke ball and swings around a bit. You go to India. If you can't face spin, you might as well not play in India. Those slow, flat tracks over there. So we don't, I'm telling you, because of T20 cricket and the explosion of it, blokes just want to play shots instead of grinding it out. There's not many blokes running around now that can grind it out. Even Travis Head, I love Travis Head, scores runs at a rapid rate. But on a pitch that does something, Travis Head isn't the bloke you probably want coming in and opening the baton or anything, is he?
No, that's right.
All right, so there's you need these tough characters back in the game who can hang around and just toil, at least one on those. We don't have them anymore because of the wickets, because of how the world's set up with T20 cricket. Even 50-over cricket used to prepare people for Test cricket and prepare batsmen. Because it was a little bit longer than that too. It wasn't a slog, there was the initial, 15 overs with the players in so we can score some runs. Then there was that 30 overs of boredom where they just used to pick ones and twos up and everything else, and then a slog at the end. That's how it used to be all those years ago. Now they just go from ball one because of T20 cricket.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that about one-day cricket. I was watching highlights of a game this morning, actually, early 90s, and I think New Zealand were 1 for 16 after 10 overs in a 1 hour and still ended up getting 240 runs.
Yeah.
So, but as you said, we try and go from ball one.
Yep.
And because that's what people go to see. They want to see the balls getting hit over the fence and 4 runs and over.
Yeah. Look at the bats, mate. The bats are twice as thick as they used to be. They still bring the boundaries in a hell of a lot shorter. It's 55 metre boundaries, mate. We play on bigger than that in park.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. Stuff the Australian cricket team.
Yeah, they shit me. So